Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing JudgeSim again. I've been really enjoying the game, I'm not going to lie. So let's get straight into it. Week number 9, eh? Nolan Frazier must be punished no matter what. He is responsible for the death of the person I love most of my life. If you do this, I'll give you $500. Okay, no criminal record. He's a migrant. So if he gets deported either way, it doesn't matter, right? Like, that has to be part of, like, the punishment, per se. Incitement to suicide. Details. The incident occurred last week during the afternoon hours on the 9th floor of the Riverside Galleria business complex in the city center. According to citizens' reports, a young woman had crossed to the other side of the railings and people around her were trying to persuade her. At the same time, a man from the crowd is said to have pushed the woman further into despair. Statements taken by the security officers who arrived at the scene strengthened the possibility of incitement. As a result, the suspect Nolan Frazier was identified and taken into custody. Nolan Frazier. I didn't force anyone to jump. When I saw her in that state, I wanted to suppress my own panic reaction. At that moment, the idea of using reverse psychology came to mind. I had seen a scene like that on a TV series. I thought that maybe it will work. I never thought that the girl would actually jump. I'm sorry for what happened, but I don't think I'm guilty. Please step away from the railings. Don't do it. It's not worth it for anyone. Emily, can you hear my voice? Please come down. We called the fire department. Stay calm. Yeah, jump. Don't think that you've got the guts. Go on, jump. Let's see. Nah, I'm sorry. It's just that's not, you can't be doing that, man. You can't be doing that. You say in your statement that you use reverse psychology. Do you have training to apply such a method in a crisis situation? Your Honor, no, there isn't, but I saw it in a crime series on television and it worked, although now that I remember, it was actually a comedy series. Why did you choose to intervene instead of waiting for the authorities at that moment? Nothing else came to my mind at that moment. People were yelling and my mind was in complete chaos. That's not what I meant to do either. God dang it. Well, you're gonna be deported. Migrant. As a result of the decisions you made in these cases, we decided to raise your salary. This week you will earn $1,900. Please don't shoot me, please. Please don't take me to jail, please. You paid the negative fee reflected in your balance from your wallet. Okay. That's fine. Your wife says she wants to go on a vacation this summer. The price is $1,900. Do you accept? $75%. Listen, baby, we've been spending a lot of money and we just need to cut back right now. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Gato. We're gonna go to the casino. I did technically punish the guy, though. I did technically punish the guy. So I better, you know, I better get my stuff. Because even though, I don't know. Like, I punished him, bro. That's what you wanted. Oof. Oof. Let's go! Let's just end it there. Alright, end the day. Oh, what the? We got a tag team group of, like, some psychos right here. What is that? Oh. Okay, cool. Oof, we got 3 guys on the stand. Is it? all of them are being charged with the same thing? Yes, and they all have fine mental health tests. One of them isn't a citizen. And one of them also has a criminal record, but the one with the criminal record also isn't a citizen. So all I have to figure out is how I'm going to charge those citizens that don't have criminal records, and then the other one I'm just deporting. Okay. Armed trafficking and smuggling. A few months ago, a raid was conducted by the police at an abandoned factory in the city after nearby residents reported hearing loud noises. A large number of weapons and ammunition were seized by the raid. It was discovered that this abandoned factory was being used for the production of illegal weapons and ammunition, and 3 people present inside at the time were arrested. I have no involvement in this incident. I didn't know there was such a secret production at the place I visited upon Arnold Fuller's invitation. When I entered, I was shocked by what I saw. After realizing the situation was illegal, I wanted to leave, but the teams raided the place. I was not able to want to state that I was not involved in the crime. My presence at the scene was a result of a misdirected invitation. My friend Jairo Mendez invited me there, claiming he was doing artistic work. However, when I entered, I realized that the environment was completely different and illegal activities were taking place. Before I could understand what was happening, the teams entered and took us into custody. Although I'm shown as being at the center of the incident, it has nothing to do with the reality. Mateo and Arnold told me, "Come to the empty factory, we'll have a drink." And that's why I went. I was shocked when I saw the setups. As I was preparing to leave, the police arrived and arrested all of us. I don't know what they were involved in, but I had no part in this incident. So 2 of them are blaming Haro? Upon Arnold Fuller's? They're all blaming each other! What? Okay, so this is just to confuse me. I see. Let's see what evidence we got. God, if I was a judge and I had to do this every time, I'd be pissed. Woo, baby! Okay. Text messages between the individuals. How's the production of the AK-47 going? No issues, right? The shipment is going very well. There are no problems. Are there any shortages in the ammunition? There are no shortages. Oh, okay. Okay. So you're all guilty. You just wanted to confuse me. Okay. So, let's see here. Arnold is being deported, so let's figure that. Let's do that first. Arnold Fuller, right? Yep. Let me double check so I don't deport some random person. Yep, Arnold Fuller. Now. Hello? Arms trafficking and smuggling. And they both don't have criminal records, right? Right. No criminal records. What is it? Arms trafficking and smuggling? Arms trafficking and smuggling. 10 years in jail and a $100,000 fine. Yep. $10 years in jail and a $100,000 fine. I have a lot of fun doing these videos, man. Am I kind of tilted? There we go. Sorry, I shake my leg a lot, or bounce my leg, and it tilts my camera sometimes. Anyways. Just end the day. What do we got here? The divorce case filed by Lauren Ellsworth against her husband Nathan Carter. Defendant Nathan Carter, plaintiff Lauren Ellsworth. Details. Lauren Ellsworth has filed for divorce, claiming that during their marriage she suffered both physical and psychological abuse from her husband, Nathan Carter. Lauren stated in her petition that almost none of the promises her husband made to her before marriage were valid after they married. That the trust in their relationship completely collapsed and that Nathan had made false statements to her about personal and sexual matters. The plaintiff Lauren also stated that she remained faithful to her spouse throughout the marriage and did everything she could to honor the decisions they made together. Physical and psychological abuse from her husband. Lauren stated in her petition that almost none of the promises made by her husband before the marriage were valid after they married. Trust in the relationship completely collapsed and that Nathan had made false statements to her about personal and sexual matters. Evidences. Bruises and rashes due to the impact on various parts of the body. A broken pinky finger. On who? On her? Oh yeah, both physical and psychological. Okay. Any digital? No. Any emails? No. Let's ask some questions. Could you briefly provide information about the promises your husband made to you before marriage? He told me that he would be honest about many aspects of our private life, but after we got married, I learned that many of those things were not true. Could you explain a bit more? Your Honor, we had decided not to engage in sexual relations before marriage, and Nathan even lied about his penis size. Is this situation the reason you want a divorce? No, he was using his inadequacy during intercourse as an excuse to physically abuse me without my consent. What would you like to say about this matter? Your Honor, Lauren was constantly belittling me by pointing out issues with my body. She claimed that she was dissatisfied with our sexual life and not had mocked me talking to her friends. I, in a misguided attempt to solve our issues, suggested that a close friend of mine joined us in a sexual relationship. Lauren did not reject this idea. She even said that her being with my friend would not harm our relationship. Later, during that sexual intercourse, she encouraged me to watch them. At that moment, I lost control and used violence. I regretted it. I do not want to lose my wife. Look, at the end of the day, no matter what happened between you guys, beating your wife is never the answer. Like, as much as it's a meme, you know, I'm going to go home, beat my wife. It's never the answer, man. Just talk it out. If you guys can't talk it out, you're probably not meant to be together. You know, at the end of the day, it just depends on how you guys communicate and if you're willing to communicate together and get to the bottom of these issues. Considering you're the one who brought up the threesome, or whatever, and then you're the one that has a problem with it, and then you beat your wife, I'm gonna find that she should be allowed to divorce you. It was decided the divorce would not involve any alimony payments. It was decided that they would divorce and Nathan Carter would pay monthly alimony. Well, there was really not that much of an argument made for alimony. So I'm just going to say it was decided that the divorce would not involve... Well, let me just double check. I'm going to double check, right? Lauren stated in her petition that almost none of the promises her husband made, blah, 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 blah. I see no reason. Nobody brought up alimony. You guys are allowed to have a divorce, but no reason for alimony at this time. Yeah, good. I don't want to be arrested or be shot. Thank you. Yes, you're the one doing it. Okay. Again, let's end the day. Case number 3. Okay, do we got a letter this time? Nope. Do we got any emails? Nope. All right. We have Michael Hawkins, 38, male. He has a criminal record. His health test is fine, and he is a citizen. Ryan Cole, whose brand new vehicle... Oh, he's for fraud. Vehicle showed a warning light about 2 months after purchase, left his car at a service center called Iron Line Garage to identify and repair the problem. The service stated that the malfunction was a small mechanical issue and accepted the vehicle, assuring that it would be delivered within 3 days at the latest. Adrian received the vehicle within the specified time. However, when he took it to an inspection company about 2 weeks later in order to sell it, the report determined that the 3 main parts of the vehicle were not original. Believing that such a report was impossible since the vehicle was brand new, Adrian Cole filed a lawsuit against the service, alleging that the original parts had been removed and replaced with aftermarket components. Okay, so Ryan Cole. Since I had just bought the car, it was flawless in every way. When the warning light came on, I panicked and quickly took it to the Iron Line garage. They told me it was just a simple mechanical issue. After taking the car back, I tried to sell it 2 weeks later. When the buyer asked for an inspection, I took the car for a report. The report stated the 3 parts were not original. This couldn't be true, as the car was brand new and no one else had used it before me. I believe the service removed my original parts and replaced them with aftermarket ones. There is no other explanation, as I had gotten an inspection done beforehand. The malfunction light was on in the vehicle. We followed our standard procedures, carried out the necessary checks, and fixed the issue. We delivered the vehicle back to its owner. We do not remove anyone's original parts and replace them with aftermarket products. We believe this accusation is baseless. We are a corporate business that repairs dozens of vehicles daily. These claims are complete nonsense. Okay. Well, I guess we'll be deciding if that's true or not. Expertise report from the time the vehicle was purchased. The invoice issued by the repair shop named Iron Line Garage to Ryan Cole. Okay. Four years jail, 10 years jail. He does have a criminal record. All right, cool. Everything seems pretty straightforward here, considering that they had the, what's it called, the inspection done before and after. Oh my god. Oh, $2,000, baby. So right now I'm negative 100. So if I make $100 at the casino, it won't matter. And plus, I might get an extra $100 bonus by the next time. I'll break even, but we'll see. Yeah, let's go outside. Go to the casino. See what we got, baby. No! I kind of sounded like Homer Simpson. No, when I don't need the 10, bruh. Every time I don't need it. Okay. Why'd they take extra? What? They already won, didn't they? Am I tripping? Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Man, they're cheating. Bruh. I'm gonna go bankrupt. My last 20. I'm bankrupt. What do I do? Go back home? I got $0. All right, let's see what we got here. Everly, 36, female. Insult, beating, home invasion. Details. The incident occurred in the evening in the Harbor Line Bento House restaurant located on Eastport Lane. While the restaurant was preparing for a busy evening shift, the door suddenly opened forcefully. A woman entered yelling and headed straight toward the owner of the establishment, Patrick Vasquez, behind the counter. Oh, yeah, by the way. Oh. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. She's going to take a grippy sock vacation. Yeah! I'm broke. Alright, let's see what we got here. What? What is this? Case subject, compensation lawsuit filed by Riley West against Noah Baker. Sorry if my camera's moving, by the way. Like I said, my leg is bumpy. Let me move it away from my desk a little bit. Riley West stated that after an approximately 1-year relationship, she wanted to break up with her partner, Noah Baker. However, after the breakup, sexually explicit images found on Noah's phone belonging to Riley West were shared on the internet. In response to the situation, Riley West filed a compensation lawsuit against Noah Baker. In the first few months, we were quite compatible as we got to get to know each other. I thought I had found the right person. A few months later, we decided to live together. When we started living together, I saw Noah's true character. He could lie in bed for days without getting up. Blah, 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 blah. First of all, I did not post the explicit images of Riley online. These images were on my phone because she asked me to take them. It was something she liked. After the breakup, my phone was hacked due to some malicious software in it, and all my files were leaked. The people who did this likely leaked to them online. The videos gained a high number of clicks, and the people who uploaded them made good money. Riley thought I was making money off her and filed a lawsuit for compensation. Okay, these are the photos on her stuff. The conversation dialogue found on Noah Baker's phone between Noah Baker and Riley West. Hey, babe, what's up? How many times have I told you don't text me? Okay, calm down. I was just going to ask something. What do you want again? A friend of mine was very curious about you. I sent him the best of the images. Whatever you're doing, stay away from me, you filthy pervert. The conversation dialogue. Okay, nobody hacked your phone. You literally sent them to a guy and he posted them on the internet. You're guilty. Yeah. It decided that Noah Baker must pay $50,000 in compensation to Riley West. It's the only thing that really makes sense if you take a look at it, you know? We're broke again? We're just ending the day? All right. Jim Kellen, 34, no criminal record. He's a citizen and he's fine mentally. High treason. During a night patrol, the security team inspecting the protected area where Prime Minister Stephen Locke resides noticed a silhouette in the shrubbery on the northern side of the property. The person caught in the rapid intervention was a police officer, Jim Kellen. It was found that he was carrying a gun with the safety off while in the official uniform. Security personnel who searched the individual found one red rose and a steel wire on him. Because the defendant's statement did not match the central records, the police officer was taken into custody. No charges of treason or suspicion of attempting an assassination against Prime Minister Stephen Locke. Statements. Stephen Locke. Even with the highest level security protocols in place, such a bold attempt is unimaginable. Not only as the Prime Minister of the country, but even as a citizen, it is unacceptable that my right to life can be targeted so easily. I demand that the necessary actions be taken. Jim Cullen. The reason I'm here is entirely a misunderstanding. I was informed in the afternoon that I was assigned an urgent extra protection duty. I put on my uniform and immediately headed out. Before I understood what was happening, the guards grabbed me and took me into custody. Oh, buddy, we found him! I don't need to see anything. Just as you were making your judgment, a man's strange movement caught your eye. As a result of the decisions you made in the cases, we decided to raise your salary. Gave me $500 extra dollars. That was crazy, bro. I have $400 to work with. Let's go. Okay. Let's go outside. Go to the bar. That's fine. No, we're going home. Let's go to the casino. Try and make back what that drink cost me, 30 bucks. Come on. Let's go. Okay, let's do a $10 bet now. This is a risk. No, obviously not worth taking, but I took it. Yeah. Okay, we're leaving. I know when to stop. I know. Cool. Let's end the day. Police officer loses their life. The police officer was shot and died during the trial in which he was tried as a defendant. The assassin was caught. Oh, buddy. Your Honor, after the recent events, we've decided to promote you to a more secure place of justice. You will never be subject to such an act again. We convey our wishes to get well soon. Good, because honestly, bro, I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy. Okay. Sean Parker, 35. Assassination. Jim Kellen was brought into the courtroom last week to stand trial on charges of treason. While the hearing was ongoing, Sean Parker, seated in the spectator section, pulled out a small caliber handgun believed to have been brought in to the courthouse by an unidentified individual and fired 4 shots at Jim Kellen. Immediately after the attack, the defendant attempted to flee the room, but as he headed for the door, he was shot in the leg by security forces and neutralized. Sean Parker was taken into custody, received initial medical treatment, and was then taken to the police station for questioning, but refused to speak throughout the entire process. He has a criminal record, his mental health test is fine, and he lives here. So, assassination, eh? What is the rule for criminals with criminal records, blah, 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 blah. Criminals with citizenship, terrorism, high treason, rape, and child abuse should be executed. Two 121-361. I would personally also sentence this man to execution, but it only says for terrorism, high treason, rape, and child abuse. And we are charging him with assassination. He's going to get 102 years in jail. I hope he doesn't survive that. Guilty. Jail. 102 years. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time where I find out what the heck just happened. All right. Bye-bye.